Hey guys, it is Tanya Smith. If you are new here, then welcome. If you are not, then welcome back. I wanted to pop in really quickly and talk to you about two main places that you need to register as a notary once your commission comes back and once you have already gone to the clerk of court and you have settled in and signed that signature and you registered your signature. Now it's time for you to look up American Notary Association and National Notary Association. These are two separate entities. You can become members with both. You can buy supplies from each one, but I like to get my supplies from Amazon. It's just a little bit cheaper. So if you're like me and you are trying to squeeze a buck, especially in the very beginning when you first become a notary and you first get your commission, you want to try to condense as much as you can without spending so much. So yeah, go to those two websites, go ahead and register, go ahead and become a member with them. In that way, you have the National Association and the American Association both backing you as a notary. So you can thumb through those products that they have. They'll offer you a lot of different products and you'll see all of the different things you need. But what I'll do is create a little list and put it down in the description box below. And if you want to go ahead and purchase your things from Amazon, then that'll be a little bit more reasonable for you. It was for me. I think I may have Amazon storefront full of all of the items that I use. So I'll just put my storefront down below, my link to the storefront for all of the notary items down below. And that way you can just thumb through there and see what it is that you like or what you need. But I got my stamp from Amazon. I got my journal from Amazon. Now, in South Carolina, if you're in South Carolina, you won't necessarily have to have a journal, but it's always good to keep one because if anything ever comes back, then you are covered. So I would get a journal anyway, just to be on the safe side. So I'll have pens in that same um, in that on that storefront. There is I've got a bag on that storefront. There's a lot of little different things that you may see and like. And as you get into doing notary work, just the general notary work, then you will see that the printers and the scanners and the other things that I have in that storefront will be beneficial to you as well. But we hadn't got to the place where we're talking about the big printers and the scanners and all of those things. Now, it would be wise to go ahead and grab you a printer just to kind of have one, because every time I have done a power of attorney or a will for anybody, I printed the paperwork off myself. That sometimes they would send me their information and I would go ahead and type it in. And that way, when I get to them, everything is typed up, it looks nice, and we just sign it and notarize it, and that's it at the table. But a lot of the times you'll have people who already have their wills and those things already put together, and they just need you to come and notarize it. They may have an attorney already. They may have you to meet them at their attorney's office to just stamp and go on about your business, which is fine either way. But I always offer to let me print the paperwork for them and I'll type it in for them, because then the fee bumps up a little bit. And that's another way to increase your income and your revenue as a notary. So I don't offer any legal advice because we can't do that. Anytime anybody needs legal advice, you're going to have to send them over to an attorney, or either we'll call an attorney and get one over the phone. And that is what we do with loan signers as well in South Carolina. So yeah, don't overstep your boundaries because you can get in trouble. And that's why in the last video, I showed you the manual that you're going to need to go by and to understand what you can do and what you can't do, because there is laws and everything is legalized, and you can get in big trouble. You can get fined and maybe even prison time if you was to do the wrong thing or make the wrong mark or suggest anything to people. So you don't want to overstep your boundaries. And that's another reason why it's good to have insurance. As a notary loan signing agent, you will have E&O insurance. Nobody will hire you without it. So you will have your E&O insurance. But as a general notary, you don't need E&O insurance, but it is always good to go ahead and get it just in case a mistake is made, then you are covered. The next thing I want to talk to you all about, a couple of other platforms that you can list your services. Craigslist, Notary Rotary, Notary Dash, and you can also list on Facebook, Instagram. Go ahead and promote yourself. Don't sit and wait for people to come to you. You have to get out and market yourself and go ahead and start letting people know that you are a notary public and you have documents on hand, or if you don't have them on hand, let them know that you will notarize them when they show up with them. Which way is going to work best for you, then that is the way that you advertise and market yourself. So the first thing that you do after you have gone to the clerk of court and after you have gotten your signature and everything legalized, then you move straight into going to American Notary Association and National Notary Association. After you've done that, you want to go to Notary Rotary, and you want to go to Notary Dash, and you want to list on Craigslist or anywhere that allows you to list yourself as a notary public. You want to go ahead and get some cards. That is numero uno. Get some cards, okay? I have a special place that I get my cards from. I'll link that down below as well. It's a place called Zazzle. I'll link it below so that you can go ahead and have complete access to it. You go ahead and type in the word notary and you'll have beautiful templates that pops up, and you can just put in your information and then purchase those cards, and they come really quick. And the good thing about Zazzle is they don't take a long time to ship, and it's not a lot of moving parts. It's very simple, it's very creative, but it's simple. So you can be able to understand it really well. Get you some cards made. Go ahead and start getting some flyers made. You can print those off of Zazzle as well. Market yourself, list yourself in every way that you know how. Here is my business card. I don't know if it's going to focus or not, but yeah, that's my business card. I know it's kind of, there it is. So that is my business card. And then on the back, I just put a little thank you note, and I put a Cash App QR code, and these are my certifications at the bottom that is listed on my signing agent profile on the National Notary Association website. This is a badge that I got printed off of Zazzle, and they sent me a lanyard to go along with it. So my badge pretty much matches my card. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but I've got my badges down here at the bottom, my logo, the name of the business, and on the back is my logo and information. I don't go in anybody's house or meet anybody anywhere without my lanyard hanging around my neck and my cards in hand. I want to always go ahead and hand them this card in the very beginning, especially with notary work. I hand them my card in the very beginning because they will have this card sitting on the table the whole time that we are signing. And when they're done, they'll say, "Do you take Cash App?" That's the first thing they ask. I say, "Yeah, go ahead and just scan that QR code on the back, and before I even leave the table, before I gather up my things, my money is in my Cash App." So, and get you a professional Cash App, okay? Don't put all those crazy names and not even your personal name. Mine is $SC Notary Loan Agent. That's it. So that's what you want to do. Get you a business profile on your Cash App if you're going to use Cash App. It's not the only way that I take money, but it's 2026. and a lot of people are using it. So I went on ahead and made it and put the QR code on my card. Go ahead and do whatever's going to be convenient for you. You know what kind of community you serve. So go ahead and just adapt to the community that you serve. I have a PayPal as well. Of course, I have Zelle that goes straight into my business checking account with Chase. So go ahead and set your business up, set it up. We're going to talk about going into your LLC and going into your EIN and having your business model set all the way up. I'm going to teach you all of that along the way. But right now, we're just talking about marketing yourself. We're talking about putting yourself out there. We're talking about being the preferred notary in your area. Whatever state you are in, whatever area you are in, whatever area you want to dominate, then that is the one that you want to market in. And listen, don't be surprised when people start calling you from all walks of life wanting different types of notarizations. You're going to have to get familiar with all of these notarizations. And that is why it is so important to look through that notary manual that I showed you in the last video so that you can go ahead and be up to par with a lot of the vocabulary and understand what these definitions are, because people are going to ask you questions, and the only thing you cannot do is give legal advice. But if it's something you can Google, then you need to learn it, okay, so that you can go ahead and answer these questions that your clients will be asking you. That's all for today's video. I hope you have found new ways to market yourself. I hope you have written down some things that you can do, list yourself, whether it be online, whether it be face to face, or whether it be through social media, however you choose to do that. Oh, let's not forget about a website and Google. I almost forgot, guys. Google and a website, and they come hand in hand, okay? You don't have to pay for the website. Google, of course, is free. When you list your business in Google, Google is going to give you the opportunity to set up a website and an email and a lot of different things. I hadn't gone as far as the email just yet. I was looking into it, but I just hadn't made a decision. So, because I have to figure out, like, is it something that costs or is it free? I don't know yet, but I know the website is free and I'm using the website. My scnotaryloanagent.com is a free website, and I'll list that right here so you can go and look at it. It's also listed in my description, but it's scnotaryloanagent.com. When you go and take a look at that website, I did it myself, no help. And I linked my calendar inside of that website so that I can get bookings through my calendar. It's all flowing so easy. And it's free. It is free. So make sure that you have a website. Make sure that you list yourself on Google. I'm going to go into a deeper dive with Google and the things that they offer in the website and all of that. But I want you to concentrate on every way that you can market yourself. Now, I'm going to list these things down in the description below. I want you to, in your own time, take your time and go through each one of these sites. Everything I mentioned to you is free except Zazzle. You have to pay for your cards, you have to pay for your badge, and you have to pay for your marketing on through Zazzle. But everything else that I told you about is free. You're going to make a business profile on Facebook, make a business profile on Instagram, and link those together. That way, on your website, when you make your free website through Google, put your Facebook and your Instagram handles on your website, and everything is going to flow easily. You're going to see where the same people who are leaving you reviews on Google is liking your photos on Instagram, and the same people who are talking to you on your Facebook page are the same people who is liking your photos on Google. You have to utilize these areas, utilize them. Okay, that's how you market yourself, that's how you get your money, and that is how you come up. So We'll talk more in another video. We'll go into a deeper dive about Google, and we'll go into how to create your website and all of these different things. If you have any questions about anything that we have talked about today, just list it in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to make a video and answer you. Okay, so God bless you on your journey. I'm here to help in any which way I can. We are going to notarize in 2026. This is our year to be notary publics and to be professional. Okay? Stay tuned to the next video, and I'll be seeing you soon. God bless.